Thank you, Bob.
It really is a tremendous tribute. What great friends and people we have here tonight, isn't it? It just is overwhelming. We in New York will always remember you as Broadway Sam. And I think you would like to be remembered as Broadway Sam. In the days of Sam Grasinger and Old Division 1000, New York needed a strong leader. And you gave us that direction, Sam, the people there at the time during the early 70s and the beginning of the era of responsibility in the New York Division. We're all a bit older and wiser now as those difficult years have passed, but many lives that you personally touched have grown richer, and as a result of many memorable events, and I recall quite a few. While in New York as division manager, many personal conferences were stretched into happy hour times. In that way, everybody's attitude was adjusted as well as Sam's. Walt Lake, a good friend from way back, recalls a contact while Sam was working with Walt on a Walmart down in Fayetteville, Arkansas, may be coming back to you, during the early 70s. It happened that Sam's mother lived in the same town. That evening, they all went to dinner in a local restaurant. Unfortunately, that Arkansas county was dry. Remember that, Sam? As you can imagine, this was not to everybody's liking, particularly Sam's. They did notice that the restaurant served ice water and brown glasses in the center of the table. Well, Sam's mom saved the day. She stated, "Sam, I have your old medicine bottle with me." And reaching down under the table, out of her pocketbook, she brought the old brown bag full of that pint of Mountain Dew. Chip off the old block, huh, Sam? Bob Gold, who was a DMM in Halley's at the time, was ready for Sam when he came in. His chief complaint at the time was that Hoover was selling catalog accounts. Sound familiar, Sam? Prior to that contact, we had briefed Sam on the dealer's objections. Almost immediately, Bob Gold reached in his desk drawer, pulled out a local catalog, and slapped it down on the desk, demanding to know what we intended to do about selling these catalog dealers. Sam's reply was almost as immediate. "We weren't the first to go into catalog, and we ain't going to be the last. The catalogs are here to stay, and we're going with them," was Sam's reply. At that point, the dealer simply put the catalog back in his drawer, closed the desk, end of conversation. I might add, Mr. Gold is gone. The catalogs and Sam survived. It was maybe Thursday night. Sam, Bob Mack, and I closed the old Imperial Bar that night. I suspect, even though I went on to bed, that they may have continued on. The following morning, everybody assembled in the auditorium with the exception of our field sales manager. 8:15, 8:30, no Sam. At the break, Sam appeared, and upon questioning, he revealed his dilemma. He had awakened, showered, dressed at the usual hour. Sitting down in front of the TV, the last thing he remembered was bending over to tie his shoes. He woke up again at 9:10. Our friend Sam recently arrived at Miami Airport. Branch manager John Detman decided it would be great fun to print a large sign, "Life's a bitch and then you die." Sound familiar? As Sam came down the runway, John held the sign high, thus attracting much attention from a crowd of onlookers. A nice-looking young lady and a stately Another stately friend who was twice her age stood next to John, enjoying the foray. In his quick-witted style, Sam walked up to John, shook hands, kissed the two women, and said, "It's mighty nice of you and your wife and your daughter to meet me here, John." Sam, please never change, as though you could. You've made my life richer, and I'm sure most of us in this room, and certainly in our region. You've helped me through many days, both good and tough ones. Region 1000 salutes you. You're the greatest, and we all love you, Sam. Thanks so much.